Welcome to a new episode of Poker Time. We are starting up with a bomb pot. It's going to be double board Omaha, though we normally play Hold'em Cash. Once in orbit, we do this.
I forgot that it was a bomb pot. Brittany, the heat's getting to me.
Everybody gets 4 cards. Everyone pays $10 ahead of time, and here we go. First board, 10 deuce 3 rainbow, and
The readjuster.
9 king queen rainbow.
Queen Jack 10-4, pretty good hand for Wolf there. He's got the nuts on the bottom.
Yep.
They can see it.
We connected with the other board as well.
Yep.
I have been sweating the entire time.
Action Aaron with ace king jack 4.
Call forward, call.
And there's Ken. Did Ken actually call?
I think so.
They're going to have
Okay.
to tape over that part.
I think I saw that.
Yeah. Looks like Dan called as well.
Not sitting on one of these chairs. That sounds sticky. Oh, God.
Oh, it's 10-3 deuces the other board. There we go. Another 3 and the 9 of spades. People are not going to like that. Wheel's going to like it. He's got a full house. Queen's full of 9s.
Bad news for Wolf.
Yep. And Ken's got trip 3s on the other board.
Probably.
I think that's it.
125.
125.
250.
250.
Look how comfortably Wheel makes it 250 with
The bottom
the
full house.
the worst possible full house. It is good it is good, but that is
It's risky.
very risky. Ken calls. Ken just with trip 3s, by the way, and a queen on the other board. Wheel's just going to check it back. So Wheel clicked it back basically to get to the cheap showdown.
I guess so.
And he's checking back.
You're checking.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
You're fine,
are we
Jay.
done?
Yeah, I got to go out on the top.
Quit wasting time.
We got queen now.
9's full of queens.
Ken has a full house on top. He has 3s full.
Oh, 3's full of 10s?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. So on the turn, he had the boat.
Yeah.
He had also one of the worst boats, but still a boat, at least.
A little bit of an overplay.
Check.
Well, it went check on the river, though. So
Yeah.
Implied
But
check.
neither guy really had a lot going on the other board, so it makes the whole thing a little rough. Like if you're beat on your board, you're usually getting scooped. But Wheel did chase out all the competition and locked up half the board for himself. Half the pot, I should
They
say.
don't need to record over it, right? Because then we're just talking about the sponsor?
Brittany, dealing with this heat, man, we're going to give you some nitrogen.
Yes. Double nitrogen.
Good point, Danny.
We don't record over anything, Danny. You
Yeah.
don't have to worry about anything at all. You say whatever you want. We don't have the energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just talk.
All right. No straddle this time. There's been a lot of straddles on the button, but we're going to start it up normally. You can see Dan's button is pristine.
Dan not straddle the button. I would have given you the $20, Dan, and just asked.
Yeah,
40.
auto pops are staple.
Going to get a few folds here.
I even do double.
Wheel's going to 4X it with the deuces.
Ducks, they say.
Yikes.
Dan folds Jack 9 of spades. That's a bit surprising. He's been calling a little loose recently, and that hand actually makes sense to call with.
Yeah, that's an okay call. I'm surprised, too, especially there's a fair amount of depth of stack for everybody.
There's another word for that.
And he would have flop top pair.
Pretty good flop for Action Aaron. 2 overs in the gut shot.
Yep.
What?
Jealous shot.
Why doesn't Kia have any of those?
I think Wheel should be betting this just to protect equity. It's so hard to play this hand if you check it back here.
Yeah, I think both options kind of suck, though.
No question.
There's a lot of calls on this board or raises.
Yep. But if we're just going to be checking to fold the turn, I prefer a bet mostly. Now when
mean,
we get called, though, it
Sometimes
sucks.
that's life, though. Sometimes you just
I know.
give up.
I know. Looks like Wheel is going to continue to charge all the draws and maybe even try and fold out a 5 or an 8. Nope, he's not going to do that. Well, that should be a green light for Aaron, who makes the straight anyway.
Yep.
Not the nuts, but
You're only
it's
required to
pretty
have
good.
as much clothing on as Brian.
Splashy little bet there.
Yep. Don't see how Wheel's going to call the 125, though, with deuces. You can beat hearts.
Right? Exactly.
6-7 is already there. It's mostly just hearts.
For sure.
All the straight draws pretty much have
And then when
connected.
he's behind the curtain,
'Guess
so
4-6
we can let him
didn't.
whatever he's worrying about.
7-4 didn't.
Worse than I have, I want you to call.
Do you do like
10, 9 seconds.
margaritas?
9, 7.
Wheel shows the deuce of diamonds. Interesting to decide to raise right now if he decided to.
Yeah,
Right?
that would be interesting, but it looks like he folded.
Yeah, I think that is probably a better move.
Yeah, that'll help me keep the sweat in. Bump up? Oh, no, we're way off of bump up.
Look at that little wash.
What am I trying to see?
Just the beauty of it,
Oh, okay.
the pattern of it.
There's patterns everywhere, man.
If you look for them.
If you don't see it, you're missing out.
Did you ever see that movie with Jim Carrey?
23 or something?
Yeah, I think that's right. The number 23.
I never saw it.
Interestingly enough, there's 23 chromosomes. 23 pairs of chromosomes, I should say, in the human body. But I don't think they pointed that out of the movie, Grant.
Well, great info.
There's also at least 23 playing cards. They didn't mention that either.
There are more than 23. I don't know how many, but there's more than 23.
There's more than 23 planets in the observable multiverse.
Allegedly.
A lot of folding going on here in early positions.
Pull up my, or sometimes pull up my vape pen. See if it's.
It's under 5%.
Action Aaron loves Queen Deuce.
He
He's
can't
going to play it. Yep.
Oh, I just didn't think he was going to play that one.
He, of course, is.
Creamio's going to call as well with the old big blind defending kind of a hand.
Yep.
Turns out it's the best hand. And that is the best hand for Wolf.
You were going to say still the best hand, but then you saw. I heard it happen.
Nah,
I
that
heard it
was it.
happen. It was like slow motion.
No, I was just trying to get Wolf's name right because I always say his actual name rather than the given name. The taken name, I should say.
Whoa.
It's his taken name because he loves. That's in the Taken universe. That's what he go by. Wolf.
They call it's the Taken verse.
I have a particular set of skills.
Yeah. Everybody says that in the Taken verse.
Stop taking Maggie Grace. You do it so much.
We have a new level.
In the third one, they take his wife and not his daughter. Is that right? Because they had to change it up.
Did they take his daughter in the second one?
Yes.
Okay.
I only know that because Liam Neeson said when they were asking would there be a third one, he's like, I don't see how we could do a third one. It would just be bad parenting by then. But then they did make a third one. So I can't imagine they took her again after that quote.
Living trust, obviously.
It did get a little weird, though. That was basically the same thing with the Mary Jane character in all the Spider-Man movies where every bad guy, like, kidnaps her and Spider-Man has to go, like, save her. Just kept happening. In the Tobey Maguire movies, I think it happens in all three movies.
Yeah.
Certainly
Well,
the first two.
There's more of a reason in those movies, like somebody trying to get to the loved one of the superhero, perhaps.
Yes, that is true. Although maybe in this, maybe in Taken 2, it's a revenge thing. I don't know. Looks like Digital Dan's going to play a hand. Alert! Alert! Digital Dan playing a hand. Makes it 55.
That wasn't Jonathan. That was actually a sound effect that we have.
That seems.
Aaron's going to defend with
8-5.
45% equity. Not too shabby with the old 8-5. And
Flops a 5.
Digital Dan with the back door, the gut shot, and the overcard. Feels like a very straightforward continue on this board. And obviously, Aaron's not folding.
5.
Well, he has a 5.
Yeah.
It's a click back.
You can add 5.
If Dan can pull the trigger on turns, now he'll probably only pull the trigger if his equity improves.
Well,
I mean,
his
it
equity
did improve.
That's not exactly what you meant, though.
No. Now he actually doesn't have to bluff. He's beating a deuce.
The delirium is setting in.
Aaron going for, I guess, value and might get it.
I mean, how sick is this? He could just be doing equity denial, too. I can't imagine he's going to bet for value on the river.
No, it seems impossible.
And he's like, oh, okay. I'm probably losing to 2 8s here or something, right? Or 2 9s, I guess, since he has an 8 in his hand. That's a scare card for everybody. Dan checks.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't even go to sleep anymore without waking up sore.
I feel
Don't
like
pretend you don't know.
I feel like you have pocket nines. All right, I'll just
10
check.
seconds.
I'll let you have one.
9s is good.
3.
Oh, I got him.
Your value bet on the turn.
think it was this, the 5 the added.
Dan is fully broken, perhaps.
It does sort of seem like it there. You see how his facial expression did not change from before the hand was revealed to after.
Yeah.
Just frozen in time, like a mosquito in amber.
Or like the future robot at the mall that greets people is like, yes, the Foot Locker is to your left.
The persistent smile
Yeah.
of the Foot Locker or the mall robot. I
Yeah.
should say. I mean, obviously that's a ridiculous future that will never happen.
Of course, we're just gonna live in the virtual space, man.
I mean, no one's going to go to malls.
Nobody's
going to go anywhere to buy things.
anywhere.
Anybody can just.
No,
And,
malls are gonna
robots have no chance to take over. I'm calling it.
Okay.
It's the animals.
I'll raise
Which
you
which
50
type?
more.
I'm thinking otter/beaver.
Okay, with
Maybe- maybe.
the dam building and the cuteness.
Yeah. And I was thinking like there's like a war between the two species, sort of for supremacy, and it's probably a war that continues on, sometimes fully on, sometimes a cold war for probably centuries. You know how that goes.
I can't dispute what you're saying. Obviously, you're right.
Indeed. Thank you. So we have Mustache with the limp.
Ace King. Maybe looking for the
Hello.
old limp re-raise.
Let's see if he gets any action here.
Aaron is
Aaron has
Got
put in the
heart.
20.
Was-
Oh, and Creamio.
Creamio might be in trouble here.
I think he's in trouble. And there's the 3-bet. We've already seen Creamio not fold to a big, actually 4-bet before with Ace Queen.
And this time he calls again.
It was against Mustache also. This is last episode.
He actually got to win the hand when Mustache flopped a better hand.
Mustache just check folded with the best hand. And now
Ooh.
Creamio just has the best hand.
That's going to be easy to play for Creamio.
Yep. This is one of the spots your Mustache, you're like, just fold. Just fold. You don't have to have a queen, right?
Just, have 6s and fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you gonna do to keep you awake all day while you fish?
400 is the bet. 400 or 600. Creamio has only one decision here. It's the call. Look at the spot he is here. 81% in position. Huge pot.
Hard to imagine him getting any more out of it unless a heart comes.
Whoa,
Hey!
there's a heart.
Mustache should probably just jam it all in here.
Yeah, he's got a 1-to-1 stack to pot ratio. You figure he's going to successfully fold out a lot of things. Maybe not this hand, but a lot of things.
I haven't been able to do all-nighters.
He obviously has equity against everything. I think a jam is the play.
I haven't been able to do all-nighters in a long time.
If he were to jam it and you're Creamio, what do you think?
This is among the best hands we have. We probably have to
Agreed.
call.
Agreed.
He could have a hand. I would put him on a hand just like this a lot of the time.
There's the shove. And here's Creamio's response.
It's not ideal. Obviously, Mustache has aces and kings in his range.
Of course he does.
He did limp 3-bet.
We do block aces a little bit, but kings are right there. By the way, pocket 8s, unlikely but possible. Pocket
Very,
pocket
very
9s.
unlikely.
Why? He just he limped 3-bet.
Yeah,
Not
that's
super
why.
likely. You're right. So it's really mostly kings is what we're afraid.
Yeah.
There's the call. I like the call.
It's a necessary call, but
think-
you're concerned about kings.
This hand was mostly just going to play itself like this, I think. There's the call, and Mustache still has reasonable outs
yeah,
here.
28% is not a number you feel comfortable with as Creamio.
9 outs. He's 28%, but it's
Misses
a 10
it.
of diamonds, and Mustache is stacked.
What's that?
Big pot for Creamio, by the way. 3.7K. It happened fast.
That is a big pot.
3-bet, bet flop, shove turn. Get 180 blinds in there, basically, each way. We were on a... there was the straddle, though, which, of course, made it much easier for this
Yeah.
to happen. But it might have happened anyway. It's not impossible.
I don't know. Just
Pretty hard.
Never shown up with kings, man. That's got to be a call.
That hurts.
At least he had equity when he shoved,
Yeah, I think he wouldn't have shoved had it been a diamond.
I think you're probably right.
1,200. I got
Mustache is going to rebuy. I see him putting some more chips on the table. Creamio gets to stack that sweet 3.7K pot. It's got to feel good.
Yeah.
Look, this side of the table, that side of the table, very much the haves.
Yep.
This is the have-nots. Looking at them right now.
Yeah, those stacks are not looking so healthy compared to the other side.
And look at this. All 3 players with big stacks now. Ken with the most. Action Aaron with a lot of chips, too, though. A lot of chips. Now Creamio with almost 4K in front of him as well. If these two guys, any version of that group gets into a big pot with each other, holy moly, things could get interesting.
Vaping is gambling. Gambling that you aren't gonna die.
Could be a big one, yeah.
You just say, shut up, kid. I'm not your role model. I'm your father.
What's the biggest pot we've ever seen on this show? Like that 7K pot, was it? With the Wonka hand?
I think it was a 9K pot.
That was the Wonka hand, though,
Yeah,
right?
where Wonka made a
He flopped it, right? It was like
flopped-
ace, king, king. He had ace,
flopped
king.
the second nut full house, and his opponent
Had jacks. Timmer.
Timmer, yeah,
And it checked through and jack on the turn.
Yeah.
And Timmer, I think,
went a little hog wild.
yeah. He might have called the 4-bet all in, I think. Something like that.
Something like that.
On the turn. I'm sure he still thinks about that sometimes. Anyway, Mustache raising it right back up from under the gun with Queen Jack off. Probably a stinging raise.
Yep.
And he's going to need to hit a king because Ken is not interested in folding
No,
top pair.
Ken will not fold. Hey, he checks back and makes trips.
Like Mustache just
I'm
doesn't have any
surprised.
interest.
I'm surprised Mustache didn't stab the turn.
How about the flop even? You think he'd bet he opens under the gun and you get the ace high board. You think he'd at least take a shot. But wisely, he did not.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, you think Ken would really have a chance to catch a bluff there somewhere along the way.
Classic J.
Your intention is just
What if Wheel just punched Danny in the face right now?
Is binding.
That'd be great TV.
It would be great TV. This thing would go viral as hell.
We should incentivize the players to be violent to one another.
You could put an ad right after it.
That'd be great.
Oh, look. So Creamio is trying to get Wheel to straddle. He put $10 of his own money in there. Now Wheel straddling.
That was amazing.
It worked.
So things start with Danny.
YouTube career.
4 folds.
This whole side of the table folds, and only the guys with money are left. I guess, and Wheel. Sorry, Will.
60. Fold.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Is this the first pot you guys have played together?
Here we go. We got two huge stacks. They have the same stack, 5.4K.
Unbelievable.
It's gonna have to be
We're influencing
like a Queen Jack 10 flop for anything serious to
How
happen, I
about
think.
Jack Jack X?
Fine.
Even just Jack XX could do it.
Nope.
That's nothing. Aaron makes it 90. That could be it. Nope. Ken's calling quickly.
That is interesting.
If I was Aaron, I would be interested in only shutting down.
Which,
That's a good card to bet on, though. Actually, if I
Yeah,
was
you should
Aaron.
probably bet this card.
That's the one. That's maybe the one card I could feel comfortable firing.
Well, Ken floats, and I think it's gonna work out.
Yeah, I mean, he bets 250. How can Aaron call?
I'm going to move the button, Brittany,
That's what I have. It's pretty good
and
hand there.
drop a straddle on it.
Pretty good.
Drop it
I
like
just
it's
see if,
hot.
yeah, I didn't
How
get
about that,
blown
it's
off,
hot?
but I
Notch.
played it.
Welcome back to the Ken Show.
Yep. Everything's coming up. Kens's.
Ken's.
Yeah, like roses, but Kens's. Isn't everything's coming up rose? It's everything's coming up roses. It's pluralized.
Fine. I'll give it to you. Whatever.
Thanks. Don't get in a grammar standoff with me.
Okay.
Anyone. A lot of interesting pausing going on.
The pausing is really what makes the unpausing worth it.
Yeah, without that, without the sour, how can you ever know how sweet the sweet really is?
Yeah.
That sugar just won't taste as good, Anyway, there's a straddle on the button. Digital Dan with the queen 9. He knows he shouldn't, but he kind of wants to, but he doesn't.
They come flavored like this.
Aaron, I don't even know if he knows he shouldn't,
Margarita.
but he's probably going to.
Yeah, he's going to.
We've seen him call raises with 3 deuxas. He's probably going to play this. Did I just say 3 deuxas?
Yeah, you did.
3 deuxas.
3 dua. People knew what you meant.
Yeah. All right, so Creamio is going to raise it up here. Makes it 70 this time. So he's really changed his raise sizing over limps.
Yeah.
Before he was making it 55 with 2 limpers even.
Oh, this guy? Is it just us?
Danny really could have called there.
This guy? Now you can say it.
Oh, this guy.
We know Aaron's calling.
Yeah, that's a guarantee.
Yep. It's official.
$50 says we don't have those same hands.
These ones just had like the
If we're
plastic.
counting
It looked like a
suits.
little U-shaped thing on the top, and you just twist it off, and then you.
Everybody misses.
Aaron takes little stabs sometimes.
Usually he takes a stab with a pair, though. Gut shot now for Creamio, who just checks it back again. Aaron was just with 4 high, nothing going on, and there's Broadway.
Unless Aaron takes a shot, no value to be had.
Not slam the door on every street. All right, I'm gonna check.
8, 7, 8 got there. 8 king got there.
What are you afraid of check raise?
250.
250.
Overbets the pot.
One time.
He's just praying that Aaron somehow made a straight.
3, 4.
But 7-8 got there on the turn and is usually going to bet it.
Yeah.
So it's got to be the king 8, I think. Which is tough when you have a king in your hand. Not impossible, but tough.
Yeah.
What did you have? 3, 4? Good thing. How did I get lucky?
Because the jack came. Otherwise, I was gonna bet the shit out of that.
I feel like this end of the table over here.
And we're going to move into a bomb pot now, Grant.
Move right in there.
Move into the region of bomb pots.
Okay.
I feel like this end of the table.
Just for a hand.
What are the rents like?
They are high.
Oh yeah, they're high.
The rents are too damn high.
Yeah. Bomb pot. Gets expensive.
Yeah. In this case, $10.
You know how much a loaf of bread costs in the region of bomb pot?
How much?
It's like $55.
But rents are only $10.
No, that's the ante.
Oh. That's different.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get to some bomb pot action. Oh, here we go. Cards are getting dealt.
Oh, sorry.
Thought we were already getting to the flop here. Pretty exciting.
This is just your stream of consciousness.
And you're not saying anything.
Sometimes it's better not to say anything.
Earmuffs. Sorry, Brittany.
Anyway, here we go.
Napkin selection here. We have a salad menu and
At least we'll stop farting.
just warm.
5, 7, 9 rainbow.
Doesn't take much. I did grow up in a restaurant. I'm gonna be prone to wanna.
Ace, 7, 3, 2 spades.
Okay.
Pocket sevens would be the dream.
That would be a good one.
Check.
Ace, king, queen, jack for Creamio. That's a fun Omaha hand.
Yeah, but no good really here. All you have is top, top.
Yep.
Does anyone really connect with both boards? Not seeing it yet. Ken's got
Ace, 5, 4,
straight draws,
deuce.
I think, on both boards.
The 6-4 is not really an exciting straight draw on the board we're seeing.
No, it's not. You're right. I don't think it's an exciting straight draw on the other board either, the queen 10, so I don't think he can come around. So Creamio calls with,
Not much going on.
yeah. Wheel's going to call as well.
He's
got
got
the 5. It's double gutted.
Yeah, he's got like a rapish type thing going on the bottom board.
Yeah.
Brick.
All the 7s are out. That is actually comforting, probably, to people who have the ace kings of the world, like Creamio. Or what are you losing to now? You're losing to 3-3.
Okay, they might not.
The 7 of bananas and the 7 of stars would be the.
I guess a little bit of ace-ace.
They used to have a suit called Eagles.
Mustache bets again. We do not know what he has. I don't really see anyone coming along now that the board is both boards are paired.
Seems unlikely.
That wrap really shrinks up.
I think there was a good suit, yeah.
So it's like what, 65 cards already?
Well, maybe it wasn't 50.
And I think this is one of those like ending of Inception type spots.
We'll never know.
Exactly.
I heard
Double
that,
quads.
I heard that that playing cards came. I always thought that playing cards kind of came out of the like Arcana, you know. But they like I heard that actually
That it had to do with like seasons.
that
Or
it was
like,
the other way around. Actually, I don't know. But
I learned
you guys
that-
have probably done an
I
episode.
learned that,
on
Jason, that a deck of cards actually was representative of like weeks in the year. Like there's 52 playing cards. There's
Straight draw,
52
flush
weeks.
draw.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And
there are 4 seasons.
Well,
And there's 4 seasons.
The
and,
4 seasons.
And,
I had a double gun, a straight draw, and a flush draw.
and
on the other one.
there's something else having to do with.
And then the Arcana actually came.
Do you know anything about that?
Like Tarot
I think that's pretty fascinating.
Nobody wanted it.
52 weeks of the year, 52 playing cards, 4 seasons, 4 suits. That playing cards are representative of that, potentially, according to Wolf.
Yeah, but hearts, diamonds, spades, and clubs.
There's probably other reasons. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. It's at least an interesting coincidence at minimum, if
Yeah.
not a lot more there. Got 2 limpers. Creamio not raising the A7. He's been raising Aaron's limp so much. I'm surprised he doesn't raise here. Actually, it's also with how deep they are. I'm surprised he doesn't raise. And Mustache says, I'll try and push you guys around. But these are not the guys to try and push around.
I think
right?
Action Aaron's going to call. What?
I don't understand anything anymore.
Did that just happen? Is it because he created a chip structure and he didn't want to mess with it?
I mean, it's not even that impressive a chip structure compared
No.
to the other one.
Compared to the one he did before,
Yeah, last episode. Wow. Creamio flops way the best of it.
And Mustache, of course, makes sense to bet this board, but it's not going to work out.
He bets 110 into 195, and Creamio certainly holding on for 1 street. We know that.
A lot of good cards for Creamio on the turn, too, that improve his
Yep.
equity against the range.
No doubt. Straight cards, diamonds. There's a straight card.
They both make a straight card, actually. An 8 would be pretty bad
Oh,
for
gosh.
Creamio.
That would be absolutely devastating. Wow. So I think Mustache should probably continue here.
Yes, I agree. It's not going to work out this time, but when you pick up equity like this, it makes sense.
He agrees. Looks like 230 into 415. This is one of those spots as Creamio where you think you're losing a lot of the time, but you just can't fold this hand.
Yeah.
There's just no folding.
A
it.
third barrel might get it done on a non-improving card. I
Agreed.
don't know if Mustache is going to go for it.
Hard
It's going
to
to be hard to fire.
Hard to fire again, where it looks like Creamio's got like ace jack, ace queen, and may just hold on. Also,
Maybe-
Creamio already called you out once. You know, he already beat your bluff once
Right.
when you shoved.
Maybe
Still,
even
a big
two
bet
pair.
here. Big bet here would have done it for sure when the king comes.
Yeah, but not to be.
And the king really shouldn't change anything, but still, it means ace king can barrel comfortably, right?
Yeah. And Mustache is known, at least by us, for thin value. Maybe he even goes for it with ace jack and ace queen.
Maybe.
I hate like car AC when it like blows cold air on me.
But Creamio sort of gets the board to really, the board and Mustache combined really cooperate to make it relatively straightforward and easy
Yeah.
for him to win that pot.
I can like shut the vent off, but not.
Here's the V-pips. Digital Dan and Danny all the way at the bottom. Action Aaron way at the top.
Living up to his name.
How about Danny? Danny used to play a lot of hands, but he's at 15% here.
Anybody with a name that has a Dan in it doesn't like playing too many hands.
Apparently. But you wear a shirt that says, hello, my name is DGen. You would think you play more than 15% of hands, but not the case. Ken's got ace queen. It means he's going to win.
Is that true?
He always wins.
He limped?
Did he really?
I heard.
I heard call.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe Wheel said call?
Maybe that's what it was, yeah.
That makes more sense. Ken doesn't really limp these hands. Ken had made it 35, and here's the re-raise. I don't imagine we're going to see a fold from Ken here.
Ooh, Mustache also with a pretty nice hand.
What does Action Aaron have? The same hand. Everyone's going to have to come along, I think.
We've seen Wheel fold in this
Ooh.
spot before.
He does it again. I hope there's no 4 on that board, Wheel. Mustache knows he has to come along. Look at this juicy little pot. 535 already.
It's nice.
It's got some flavor.
Sure. Why not?
Put some freaking pepper on that. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So Mustache, in theory, in a really good spot here, but the other two guys were the pre-flop raisers, so it's going to be tough to win this pot for Mustache if he doesn't flop a 9, or everyone gives up.
It's not a very good board for Mustache when action Aaron flops in that flush.
Yeah, Mustache does have outs, but not many. Ken
That-
drawing dead already,
Runner outs, of course, you mean.
of course. 9-7.
Aaron checks having been the aggressor, and now his action is going to be completely dead.
Now we need someone to try and bluff him, but the problem is he's the bluffer, not these guys. Mustache is a little bluffy, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone can be a little bluffy, but Aaron bets 325, and everyone runs away. That was an unfortunate card, but at the same point, Aaron isn't representing too much when he bets there. You figure he's always betting the naked ace of hearts
Yeah.
on the flop, right? So it's like the made nut flush.
Still, you're not going to
Or
call with
what?
2 9s and
Nope.
no heart.
Nope. An ace queen can't call either.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So I actually don't hate the line by Aaron, even though it looks, quote, strong and he's got the nuts. Like, if you have any heart there, it's hard not to call once. And then the river's going to be tough.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
true.
Aaron's going to barrel a lot on the river.
I think I like betting the flop better, though, as the
Yeah, me
pre-flop
too.
aggressor.
Me too.
Yeah, but there's some sort of like one of these.
Probably. You know what my favorite poker backplay is from?
But people don't like betting the nuts on the flop.
It's scary.
They
What
really
if
hate
everybody
it.
folds?
Yeah. Here's the pre-flop raise percentage, and look at the bottom.
Wow, Digital Dan.
Digital Dan at 2%.
He hasn't had many hands. I
He
suppose.
sure hasn't. Holy macaroni. That's crazy. He was at 15% VPIP, though.
Yeah.
Like Danny was, but
That's awesome. I didn't-
that's really something.
Like betting the keys to your car. Isn't that sick?
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
Because that's like everything.
Wheels got the sevens.
There, like you're
can't even
fucking.
get home.
Yeah.
Like,
You better make sure you got the nuts, or you're not going home to her.
Wheel famously had sevens, I think last episode or the episode before, he made a straight. Oh, sorry, he made he flopped a set, but ended up losing to a runner flush.
Yeah, famously.
Creamio. Digital Dan with ace 3 of spades. There's Creamio with the ace 9 of hearts. Mustache with the deuces.
when I hear nuts, I think of like peanuts. I don't think of.
I think it luck nuts. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. He read it somewhere.
Or like, big
There's a open ender
That's
for Wheel.
quite a flop for Wheel and Creamio.
Yep.
Okay for Digital Dan, but not great. And
Not
Action
nearly as
Aaron
good.
flops a bad pair.
I mean, there's a bunch of interesting cards on the turn. Did Wheel just raise it up there?
It looks like 225.
Wow. So Creamio bets 40, and Wheel's going to knock out a lot of the competition.
I think you have to call as Creamio.
I think you absolutely have to call. You could actually re-raise too if you want, but calling feels like the absolute minimum. With the hand this good,
Yeah.
you have outs against everything. We have to at least see the turn. We're out of position. It sucks. We could decide to put in another raise right now too. We don't block anything we want to block though. We
No.
actually unblock the hearts that we'd want him to have. I mean, sometimes it's hearts against hearts, but Wheel doesn't really raise his flush draws much, so I think mostly I like a call. That's what he's going to do.
It's good.
Well, that's like the worst card in the deck for Wheel. That's a
Well-
straight for Wheel and the nuts for Creamio. Well, the nut flush for Creamio.
The 4 of hearts must have been folded because the software thinks Wheel has 0%.
Creamio bets 325. I don't know how Wheel can fold a straight right now.
With a straight flush draw.
Actually, Wheel's the one who bet.
Yeah.
That seems fine, though.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't hate a raise from Creamio
I
right
wouldn't
now.
hate it either. But it looks like he's going to just call, and it's going to give Wheel a chance. King on the river. Is Creamio going to give Wheel one more shot here? No,
No.
he's just going to bet. Interesting.
Looks like he's moving Wheel in.
Yeah. I think I like a check raise more, but
I don't hate this. I think this is all right.
Wheel could hit the king. Although the king shouldn't matter here. I mean, if Wheel's got it straight, he's calling, but he's probably betting anyway if we check.
We don't know Wheel's calling with a straight. He hasn't called yet.
I guess you're right.
As Wheel, should you call?
Well, then if we check, he's probably going to bet the straight, right? So that's why I like if anything, I like a check better. But whatever, we're here. This is a tough spot for Wheel. You got the 7 of hearts in your hand. He calls.
Worked out great for Creamio, and Creamio is all of a sudden having quite a session.
Yeah, that was huge.
We'll see if he can keep it going next week because we're done for now.
Yes, we are. What a big final pot of this episode.